This RC has 12 screws that take off the cage. I took the side panel off to try to get an internal look in the RC before I start pulling it off. Here's some of the fabrication work again with the original plastic. All I had to do was take one of these brackets, put it in place, and it matched up the holes perfectly. Heated the bottom rod or rail here for the roll cage, just there and there, bent it in, screwed it right in, and done deal. Here's your 2 wire leads, front lights, overhead lights. So I disconnected it and took the top off, and I realized after investigating on this servo there was nothing wrong with it. I took it off from its linkage, checked everything out, there was no stripped gears. Then I went to the small tie rod, or you can call it dog bone, and I realized it was attached to the slider. So when I had the servo separated from the tie rod ends, when I moved the steering, it was really stiff back and forth, and I realized, okay, it's not the servo, it's the friction in this piece of plastic that's in the pre-mounted, pre-casted casing that holds it in there. And what happens is this, I can turn this on real quick. The servo slides and turns the steering like so. Sorry, I hope you can see this. Stereo. Please go in another room, girls, as you hear me. Stereo slides. My daughter's in here because they thought I was talking to somebody. So stereo goes back and forth and slides this plastic over, which then kicks the tie rods left to right. Well, this here was the problem. Nothing in the steering. And I thought for the money, you know, most likely there'd be a failure in the electronics, like a servo or something. But I was wrong, man. Thing is, the thick, you know, graphite would work great on this because I don't think any dirt or anything would stick to it. But as far as what I have right now, I had some Bellway waterproof grease. You know how everything's going to want to stick to it, probably. But it definitely fixed the problem here. Now all I have to do is go from the underside, put these tie rods back in, put it back together, and be good to go. So that was the steering problem. Put this bad boy back together. I'm going to go have some fun with it. God knows when I'll have time to have fun with it. And thanks for watching. Okay, here's the test. Alright, before when the RC was on the ground, it'd be on a bind and not even turn the steering. That's why I thought it was a like a torqued out servo or something was twisted up, and ended up being that slide. So here it is now with the weight of the RC on the table. So that's all it was. Took a little figuring out, a simple fix. It's cool, man. I'll be off and running this thing soon. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.